So Binwin is another slot 3 replacement from Nayeli, and that's kind of unique because previously we've only had 2 tanks. And this kind of forces us to use a different tank, which in most cases will be Evelyn. But Binwin serves as potentially the best damage dealer you can ever get. So if you soak or if you dump a bunch, like we're talking thousands of contracts into him, the blacksmithing contracts to increase this, specifically the Lady Philia item, and we'll get into that, he will be consistently the highest damage dealer that you will have. Well, let's back up a bit. He's a young mountain dwarf who's lawful good and a fighter. He does not benefit from Zorbu or Dadius, but he does benefit from Hitch, so hooray. His items are self-damage, which is absolutely fine. No complaints here. All damage, which is just, that's great. Keeping up, helping other people and himself. Am I right? His 4th item, we're going to get to in just 1 second. 5th and 6th, standard stuff. Going into his upgrades, this is where the 4th item and extra attack come to play. Because Binwin has this ability called extra attacks. So when attacking, Binwin has a whatever % chance to immediately attack again for 800% more damage. And then there is a slight, and I'll do quote unquote, drawback of slowing down his attack cooldown by 2 seconds. And it can trigger multiple times, with this percentage chance being halved each successive time. But the damage of the following attack, right? So if you get 3 in a row, 4 in a row, whatever, it's again increased by 800%. And yeah, 800%. So you have the potential to consistently get 3 or 4 attacks every time. So I'm trying to get this to 400 myself because that's a plateau. Because once I reach 400, I have a 400% chance to get a second attack. And then a 200% chance to get a 3rd attack. And then a 100% chance to get a 4th attack. Right? So instantly, just tons and tons of damage. And that's also adding seconds to the cooldown, right? The quote-unquote drawback. However, we want that to happen because when we combo Binwin with Barrowin, Binwin is the only champion who can naturally get 4 hammer stacks, which is the Barrowin cap. And I think it's interesting that they both have win in their names. I'm sensing a theme. Dwarves starts with B, ends in win. What up? I love dwarves. So yeah, you want your contracts to hit this slot 4. Hopefully its name is Lady Philia or the Questing Stone or whatever you have. It's amazing. So when you have this consistent high hammer stack, high damage, you're just going to be clearing things left and right. He is going to be hands down the best progression person that you can have, coupled with maybe Deacon. Another reason why he's so great is because if you scroll down, once you level him up a little bit, right, you get some more damage, whatever, increases extra, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Level 100, Crash and Smash. Each hit does 2 hits to enemies with hit and armor-based health. So all those annoying bosses, all those everythings, whatever that has segmented health, will just melt to Binwin. He is a monster. And for people who are struggling with potentially Azaka's Procession Part 2, I didn't use Binwin. I used Birdsong because Binwin has even less health, but that should be fixed in the near future, hopefully. And yeah, Binwin could just crush. Especially for events, Bennett to win it, you can't go wrong. He's going to be a pretty selfish buffer with a little bit of increasing all damage. So, but you're never gonna use him for buffing people, because if you wanted to use a buffer for slot 3, you would pick Nayeli. So he's damage and that's about it. His ultimate is kind of cool. It's more of a flavor thing. You just roll on a barrel. You can use that to delay your final attack to maybe hopefully get another Binwin stack. But yeah. Binwin and Deacon could both be kings of this game, given enough either money or contracts. So he's definitely one to select and pick and put your love into if you like that kind of play style. I'm talking purely in a vacuum, but if you don't like that kind of thing, don't pick him. You can excel in similar other ways, or you can similarly excel in other ways by playing your own way. But that is Binwin. He follows all standard, like, place main DPS here type of things. And yeah,